Thanks for joining us. I'm Rashad Williams. This is the Griffin Hardy. Griffin, I got to say, you said two things that I don't really like: storm possible and cold front on the way.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of both.
We're going to walk over here now. I've got Miss Angela and Miss Prentasia with me right now. So first things first, I got to ask you, how does it feel to be able to hug your daughter?
By this time next week, we expect to have several more candidates vying for the Republican nomination.
It's always great when the city has a plan in place because it turned out to be extremely helpful that these pumps were here and ready to go. Even though they stopped working for a while, when they came back on, it really made the difference.
President Joe Biden landed in England early this evening, kicking off a critical week of meetings in Europe. The Biden administration is traveling the country this week to highlight efforts to rebuild crumbling bridges. We've got several deadly crash investigations going on right now across the upstate. So let's start in Spartanburg County. South Carolina Highway Patrol says 2 people are dead after a crash. The National Transportation Safety Board says it is investigating a plane crash in North Carolina, and that's according to a tweet.
I am obviously prepared. I brought my own belt. I got my own 316 shirt on. And a lot of fans here are also prepared. The doors open at 6:15. Let's take a look at the line. It's a lot longer than it was earlier. I think everyone here is excited. Hey, the front half of this line, are y'all excited?
Let's be real, it has not been the start to the Easter weekend that we would all like. It has been rainy, it has been cold, and it has also been dark. Let's get over to meteorologist Griffin Hardy. Griffin joins me now. Griffin, maybe we can resurrect some sunlight tomorrow and some warmer weather.
Stockman Rush was pushing it with, Ocean Gate to explore parts of the world that most people don't get to, most people can't see.
Former WYFF News 4 employee and journalist George Schellinger.
Yeah,
reacting to the tragedy.
Yeah, it's sad.
As the U.S. Coast Guard announced Thursday, all 5 people on board the missing sub Titan, now presumed dead after the submersible imploded near the wreckage of the Titanic.
If you're at 13,000 feet, it's the margin of error is so thin underwater.
With roughly 2 decades of ocean conservation experience,
the deeper you go, because of the crushing pressure, everything gets smaller, more compact.
George has been on 4 submarine trips, including this one he documented from 10 years ago off the coast of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. George was one of 5 to go 500 feet below the surface, with Ocean Gate CEO Stockton Rush as the pilot.
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, topside. We're on bottom.
So we were on Antipodes, which was the first Ocean Gate submarine, doing research off the coast looking for lionfish.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
He's very passionate about opening up the ocean.
Hello, Mr. Lionfish. You cannot hide from us any longer.
Because we know about this more about the surface of the moon than we do about, what's under the water on planet Earth.
And Stockton Rush can be remembered for his passion in his own words during an interview by George.
And so what we're working at Ocean Gate is to come up with cheaper ways to deliver the sub in a safe fashion.
Stockton's message about the importance of underwater exploration resonating in time.
And being able to go down there in the environment, and you see the excitement. It's like a little kid in a candy store.
You're not scared of having a giant sub on top of them? No.
All of a sudden they see what they've been studying, and it's not a video representation on a screen on a small robot at the end of the tether. They're actually there.
George comparing Stockton to the likes of Richard Branson with Virgin Galactic and Jeff Bezos with Blue Origin, someone willing to put their life on the line to provide a lens into the unknown.
So I believe that for the next 100 years, this is what mankind will do. It will figure out what's going on in the ocean.